Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, dear Joe and Mate. Happy birthday to us. Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Twinset and Purl's Knitting Podcast. We're doing,
What are we going to call it? I was going to call it like episode 84 part 1.
Yeah.
Because, sorry, we're not sure how well we're going to be able to. We've both got colds and we don't want to cough.
Yeah.
So we planned today was to do a really quick birthday because it's our birthday today.
Birthday update.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we've got a winner. We've got a winner.
Yeah, and we've
from
got
last
and we've
week's
got a pattern
giveaway. We've got a new pattern of the pod,
a new pattern, and some what our birthday cast-ons are going to be. So
we're just going to do that today, and then if we do okay, tomorrow we'll do the full width.
Normal.
I don't have any FOs. Rach might have some FOs.
I've got 4 FOs.
So we'll do the full.
Yeah.
We've got a bit more time tomorrow because we're also going. Rachel's going to chemo in a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm Jo,
And I'm Rachel.
and we are the twins behind Twinset and Purl. If you haven't been here before, welcome to join us. But this probably isn't the best episode to join us on. It's going to be a shorter one. We normally do over an hour.
Yeah.
We haven't got that time today. So so have a look back at some of our previous ones. Anything we talk about, we'll eventually get into the show notes.
Probably be next week now.
Yeah.
Maybe the weekend. You might have to.
We'll see.
Yeah, because it's not. It's Friday.
It's Thursday today.
Well, if we podcast fully.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I now put in the top bit.
Yeah.
So you can have all our where you can find us and everything. Will be down below.
Yeah. So, right. So today, happy birthday. Yeah. Today's our birthday.
I'm 4 minutes younger than Jo.
It's lovely that we get to spend the day together, and that is because my husband has his Christmas do today, and when he goes out with his work colleagues, I like to avoid him. So he's
quite well known for getting on his soapbox.
Yeah.
After a few drinks.
And no matter how much you agree with him, he still argues with you.
Yeah.
So the best way is to come away and stay with Rach. So that's
and also
what I'm doing.
we get to spend.
Yeah. And Chris and I did spend last weekend together. We went to Scotland for the weekend.
I like to think that you chose to spend
yes.
today with me.
Yeah. No, I'd always much rather spend the day with you. So I took the day off work, and I'm spending it with Rach. And then, tomorrow we did have some things planned with some of our friends, but we're all full of a cold.
Yeah.
And we decided it was probably best not to all get together and mix all the germs up and make things
worse for me.
Last longer and longer and longer and longer. So tomorrow we have a nice quiet day to do stuff. So we may, if this goes okay, we might do a longer podcast tomorrow.
What are you wearing on your lips?
I am wearing Elf lip oil.
Oh, it's wax.
In jam session. I love it.
Yeah.
Last weekend I went to Scotland to see my in-laws before Christmas, and I left my makeup behind. I'd got a new...
That's clever.
Yeah, I'd got some new makeup, and it came with a bag, and I put it all into this new bag.
And then didn't notice the new bag. Where was it when you got home?
It was on my office desk, and I just didn't take it. So I had to go and buy more makeup. And one of the things that I'd wanted to try was this Elf lip oil, and it's lush.
Yeah.
So,
and I've got this is part of my birthday present from Jo. It's a beauty pie unlipstick or something. It's a matte blurring, like
lip stain.
Yeah, so it's like the Violette de France. I think they were the first ones who did it. anyway, I wanted a red one. So I think it looks quite nice.
Rachel's always looking for a raspberry.
Yeah, I like a raspberry red. So
and I got you a raspberry red lip gloss as well. So if you want it glossy,
yeah,
you can put that over the top.
But this stuff is really good because you don't feel, it's like a balm, so you don't feel dehydrated, but it's matte. And I veer away from matte things normally.
Normally they feel really funny on your lips.
Yeah. So this doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah.
On your lips.
Yeah. So what's the order of?
So the order will be the winner from the previous podcast, which we asked you just to tell us what your favourite colours were, and Jo was going to pick a skein of yarn from her stash,
my stash,
and make a stitch marker because we really sorry, but we didn't
get anything from
Mamie and Florrie. And I, because it's our birthday, I'm going to throw in one of our project bags as well. The black one, the black one, not one of the not one of the Maggie's ones, but one of the black ones. So the winner.
And the idea behind this was that you could knit. Well, you can knit whatever you want with it, obviously. But we've been knitting a lot of 2x2 rib beanies or musselburrs.
That would actually be beautiful for my Christmas ribbon socks, actually. Sorry, just that.
And and I've made a stitch marker, progress keeper.
So what colour is?
So the colour is Bear Hunt by Bird Street, and it's quite an old one because it's still got their old
name for four ply.
They used to call their 4-ply Hiddleston 4-ply, and it's 75/25 merino nylon, ordinary sock yarn, and that is the progress keeper.
And the winner,
and it's beautiful speckles. John does the most amazing speckles, so I think you'll really enjoy that.
And I have to say that their yarn, the consistency of his colourways are, like you could bring that back.
So now everybody who's watching who picked pink or whatever knows they haven't won. Yeah.
But the winner, lots of people put blue because my favourite colour's blue. So the winner is Jenny Ball 1334. So that is Jenny.
Yeah,
so get in touch.
Won this lovely skein of yarn.
Yeah, and she said, very pleased to hear things have gone so well with your treatment. I think my favourite colour is blue. And it's a pale blue.
A pale blue.
But it's beautiful. And I've knitted a pair of socks in that, and I love it.
And I could tell it was deep stash because it was in the black cupboard of yarn rather than the bins of yarn. So and then I made a little.
So we're going to do the winner. That's the winner of that. And then, so get in touch by email or Instagram and let me know your shipping info, and I will get that sent out to you. Possibly, well, ASAP when you let me know, but it might be a bit slow because of Christmas.
Yeah, I think they're saying
today was the last shipping day. Or
second class.
Right.
And then
first class is Monday, is it? Well, you don't need it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Saying that.
So it might get delayed. It might be better to wait until
after Christmas.
To post it.
Yeah. Well, at least then if I normally pay for 24-hour track or 48-hour tracks, and then it might actually be that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we'll do it then. Yeah, so get in touch, and so we decided, moving on to the pattern of the pod, that after the last episode, it was festive flowers, cowl and socks, and so this time we kind of take it in turns, don't we? Your pattern or my pattern. So we decided that we would actually give you money off 3 shawls of Jo's, all of which she's designed for me.
The first one was this one.
Silver dollar.
Excuse me.
And I didn't put a tassel on mine, but this was designed by Jo for me to knit this beautiful La Bien-Aimée it's called Winterfell, and it's singles. And I bought this yarn in Bath from a yarn story after I got my pension. So in 2019, I got my medical pension, and I had a little bit of splurge, didn't I? So then Jo, I hadn't knitted with it, so Jo designed, and it's this beautiful lace, if we can hold it up, yeah. And then at the bottom there's a border, and it's ever so easy cable with the same kind of eyelet pattern, and they look like those seed pods,
yeah,
which go see-through, that are called Silver Dollar. So that's why we named it Silver Dollar. And it's lovely. I don't wear it very often. I found it hanging on my coat hooks. So, but I should definitely.
You should, because you don't have a navy coat at the moment.
No, I've got a big. I might wear it today actually. I was going to wear my Chris. I might still wear my Chris. But yeah, it's got burgundy in it. Yeah. So that's the first one. So that's called Silver Dollar. So I will do what I normally do and put them in. Jo will put the links below. Maybe I'll do that today.
Yeah.
And then they'll be on our link tree. And then this one is a birthday present Jo surprised me with. And this one is called Disco Bunny, because when I was at university my nickname was Bunny Butler, not Bunny Boiler.
And this has got sequins,
and it's
a disco.
Maybe I'm going to wear this one today.
Yeah, it's a disco.
Yeah, Disco Bunny, and you just hold the sequins on this one pearl bump, and then it's like a really easy feather and fan, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and this is knitted out of Drop Sky.
And then you add a bit more of the sequins to the
border.
border.
And it is it's so light because it's Drop Sky and really soft. And I think I would like one in that colour of Drop Sky. I haven't actually knitted one.
Have you not?
So I could knit one.
You could.
And this is because Drop Sky is DK, but I really don't think it knits as. Did you knit it on 4mm needles?
I can't remember.
See, if you were me, you could look back and see.
Well, it's in the pattern, isn't it? Whatever I knit it on.
Okay, true. Smarty pants. Yeah, so that is.
It might be 3.75.
That's Bunny.
I don't knit a lot on 4mm needles.
Disco Bunny, and then this
The
one.
last one.
If you'll watch the podcast, you'll remember this one. Of course, this is from this year, earlier this year. It seems like a long time ago. Did we test knit it over January, Christmas, and this is the Rachel shawl, which Jo designed in collaboration with Nellie and Eve, and it came out at Unravel, and in her BFL, 100% BFL, was it? No.
I think it was Shetland. It was a limited edition
Yeah.
yarn.
And then
she's now got a version in her Dalesford 50/50, which is
just Dale's
50/50, which is what
Ruth loves.
And
I think it's
Ruth knit it.
I think it's BFL and Masham.
Yeah.
And then I knitted mine in Drops Flora, in this lovely powder pink colour. And it literally took 5 balls. And if you can get Drops Flora on offer, you can knit this for less than like £12. But it is beautiful. And
to be honest, it's beautiful in any yarn.
It is. But I do think if you go and have a look at Helen's yarn, because it was designed in that, and you know, we have a good friendship. I would say we have a good friendship, and there might be a surprise coming. Do you think?
Well, we're planning to do another design with
Listen,
Helen
but look how big
Unravel.
Look how big this is.
Yeah.
It's huge.
For Unravel in February.
Yeah. So all three.
I'm going to get my arse in gear.
I got some dirt on it. It does just hang out in the living room. So that is the Rachel shawl.
And then I knit a small one by missing out section 1.
And this is in lace.
This is in Urban Pearl it's heavy lace, 600 meters to 100 grams.
And you caught it.
Have I? Oh.
It's a beautiful colour.
But that...
Can you remember what the colourway is?
No.
And yeah, so it's really lovely, very easily memorizable, and the lace it's kind of related to Morris, the Morris shawl, but it's different, and it's actually easier because you do get a rest row. It's not like proper lace like the Morris is every row. Yeah. But yeah, so highly recommend. They will all be 50% off until not tomorrow if we podcast. We won't probably meet up until after New Year now.
Well, we're meeting up for Christmas Day, we won't podcast on Christmas Day.
So it'll probably be the weekend after. You're not going to come on like the 3rd, are you, Jan?
Well, if I don't, it will be the weekend we go to Waltham Abbey. Otherwise, it'll be 2 weekends in a row.
So it's probably better to come on the 3rd. Right, sorted. And just while we're talking about weekends, we are planning still, hopefully, to do a Zoom
on the 27th.
And it will be at 4 p.m, 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
You're going to have to cook dinner.
I don't know.
Put something in the slow cooker.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Do you want to do it early or do you want to do it
after dinner? Right, we'll think about it and we'll talk about it on the next thing. Or we will announce it. We'll do a thing on here and on Instagram. Yeah. So that is the pattern of the pod. And then I've got a new, you've seen it last episode. I finished it, I haven't blocked it yet. So this is the Betty Cowl in Mamie and Florrie Surrey Alpaca lace in Mamie's house, and merino singles in Llanberis Parstone. Nice. And it is so lush. Just hold it up to the camera. It is the cushiest, softest fabric. And
I love the pops of bright blue.
Yeah, it's just absolutely lush. And
everybody knows I don't like this style of cowl, but this might win me over.
Because you can't tuck it down. Like that bit under, if you don't like. Yeah, and I kind of, whichever way up you've got it the right way up. That's top to bottom, but I tried to cast off very loosely, so you don't have that feeling of which side's one side's tighter than the other. But yeah, so that's the Betty Cowl, and I'm almost done writing the pattern. It's incredibly simple, and because I've already written published the Betty socks, and thank you for everyone who bought the Betty socks. We were blown away because I'd only had a pattern the weekend before, so we're quite surprised how many we sold. But this, it may not go up today, but hopefully it will go up. The pattern will be on Ravelry tomorrow, and I've only got to take pictures, take pictures and get somebody to check my I haven't made any typos because it's not been tested. It's the same. It uses one skein of each held double, and
same numbers as the others.
But the whole point is that we wanted to say thank you to everybody for this year and how much you've supported us, and so it's going to be free from now until let's say New Year, the New Year, because we're not sure, we're not 100% sure when the pattern will go up, but just keep an eye out. It's called the Betty Cowl, so keep an eye out on Ravelry, and if you're not on Instagram, but it will definitely be shown on Instagram when it's up. And it's just a really quick, and it's a lovely thing. You could just, if you've got, I was going to knit something else with this yarn, and when I saw it, it was just like, this is what it was meant to be. And you might have two skeins.
But you could have variegated surrey or variegated fingering. You wouldn't need
either.
Either would work.
Yeah. And if you had the same colourway, if you had merino, you know, because I've got monsoon from. Or did I give it to you? Did I give you the surrey?
No. From
from that dish wrap. Yeah.
No.
No, what I mean is you could, if you had, you could cook. You could cook.
Yeah.
You could cook. Oh my God. I'm losing the plot. So, I woke up this morning and I had a new pain in my left knee, and then I was really stiff, and I thought, hello 55. So this is going to be free.
Well, I was asked my
possibly
age,
free forever.
I was asked my age to buy paracetamol the other day, and then but then I realised they do it to everybody.
Oh, right.
Chris got asked.
Oh.
And I was disappointed then.
Oh. Well, I used to get carded in America till I was 35 or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway. But not like everybody was carded, just me in a group.
Yeah.
So, we've got one, we've got to say thank you to someone. And we've done you a solid this time by not consuming it while
podcasting.
This arrived yesterday, and it is now apparently an annual tradition, and it is from the lovely Ruth from Ruth Loves to Knit podcast. And this year, fortunately, there's only one each.
Last year she sent us one. She sent us one of these each. We thought they were both for us
until he ate it, and
then she said we meant to share them with our husbands.
So there's vanilla and lemon for Joe, and choc and Nutella for me. And this was the chocolate cake that I dreamt about for 3 months before I then started my chocolate cakes
sourcing of chocolate cake.
Aldi is the best, I have to say. Right, so that's thank you, Ruth.
Yes,
we love you. And then now we're just going to talk about our birthday cast-on. So, I haven't cast mine on. You've cast yours on.
I've cast mine on.
Talk about yours.
So, when we bought this yarn at Amy's was it only last weekend? No, it wasn't last weekend.
No. It was 10 days ago.
Yeah. I knew that it was going to be my birthday cast-on. And I wound this yarn this morning. This is the...
you only wound it this morning?
Yeah, the Alpaca, 100% Alpaca. It's... Hold on to that. So I was saying to Rach this morning, I want a picture. I want that put on a fabric.
You can make that?
Yeah, so that I can have a bag.
What's it called, that... What's it called, that website that everyone buys fabric from?
I don't know.
Spoonflower.
Oh, right, you can do it on there.
And you can make your own. That's
So
what Jodie does all her bags.
But I just love that crosshatch of the
it's gorgeous. Look at all those colours.
The colourway is Meet Me in Marrakesh, Let's Go to the Atlas Mountains.
Yes.
And it was like
last
month was Times Square.
Oh, right, yeah.
A couple of months ago,
then, October.
Escapism Through Yarn.
And can I just say, I said it about what muscle bra that I was knitting. Amy, it's like art. It's absolutely stunning.
So it's 100 grams, 400 metres per 100 grams, and it's 100% alpaca. And then I'm holding it with this, which is Shine Like a Star, cotton core sequin stars.
Look at those.
200 grams, 600 metres.
And she's cast on.
And I cast on. And I cast on onto... Well, I bought this prim in America, and I realised I've broken the tip off that.
Oh, no.
But it's still working okay. So...
how did you manage that?
I was knitting a cowl for Dad, and it was heavy duty.
US 7, what's that?
So
4.5.
Yeah, I think it's 4.5 millimetres.
Oh, and it's like
it's the
ergonomic one. Oh, the cable's better than the ones I've got.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So so I've just started. I'm going to do a garter stitch cowl, and I've provisionally cast on.
Doing Cecil numbers?
No, I'm doing made up numbers because it's
DK. Basically.
Yeah. But I will write everything down. So if anybody,
have you lost your stars?
They started to
catch on things, so I pulled them off.
Sorry.
So
I'm striping the.
Tangent.
I'm holding it with the sequins every 4. So it's 4 rows, 4 row repeat.
Yeah, every
2 rows without the sequins, 2 rows with the sequins.
Like I'm doing on my page.
Because I just want the sequins to last as long as for as many projects as possible, and I don't think you need them every single row because there's going to be so sparkly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to be knitting on today, and I'm loving it. Especially loving the blue bit.
I think you could come with me and wear a mask.
We'll see.
You're only as bad as me, aren't you?
Yeah. We'll see what they say.
So I purchased this yarn from America, and I've wanted some of her yarn for ages, and I've shown it on the podcast. It's from a lovely, I can't remember what her name is.
Oh, let me just show which bag it's in.
Yeah, sorry.
So this is in my octopus.
Oh.
That Rach brought me to so that she could have the hair.
I'm going to put my Joanna in the hair.
He's lovely. Yeah. He's lovely. And the inside goes, it just looks so gorgeous. Right, back to your yarn.
So I've bought, you've probably all heard of Kirby Werby, who is, I would say, like a next level self-striping dyer. And she dyes, for her birthday each year, she dyes the number, she's 46, and so she dyes 46 stripes, colours of the year 1979 to 2025. And I haven't cast on yet.
So like the Pantone colour of the year?
I think so. Although it's pink. Was it pink last year? Or orange? I started with one's orange and one's pink. And I've got pink. It comes as 2 separate skeins. And I've wound them so that I can knit them together at the same time. Concurrently. I'm not doing 2 at a time. But this is the wound yarn. And I'm very excited to see how many rounds you get with a stripe.
Yeah.
So I will be taking 2 needles and that with me. I think I'm going to cast some when we get back. Take something I've already got.
Yeah.
And so those are going to be enjoyed. And I have to say that I think the shipping was half as much again as the cost of the yarn. But I've always wanted some of her yarn. And part of me is wishing that I bought the sparkle.
You should have bought more.
Yeah, I should have bought more yarn, but I will try. I will buy some more from her. I think because it's a nice little thing. I bought it thinking I'll cast that on my birthday. So if she keeps doing it, I can buy this same because next year it'll be 47 stripes. And I think she's got a playlist as well. But I'm interested to see 46 colours. Yeah. And I was thinking if it's 2 rows, how many rows do I do in a sock? I was trying to work out and should I do a solid heel? Or just
well, I guess once you've knit the leg you'll know.
Yeah.
But you're going to knit them together?
I'm going to cast them both on and knit a little bit, then I'm going to finish the cuff, knit the cuff, knit 10 rows of the leg, knit 10 rows of the leg, like that.
Alright.
Because I don't want to do it, I don't want to sit and knit a leg in a day.
No.
I want them to last until...
Good plan.
Well, I have got a Christmas cast-on planned. And probably a New Year's Eve cast-on. Because on Christmas Eve, I have to spend the whole day at the hospital. So I want something nice to take, to do. Not that all of my projects are nice.
So we'll talk about some of that.
Yes. Yeah, because we have to shift our butts. But it's lovely to, hopefully you
spend a little bit of our birthday with you.
And are we going to have a birthday giveaway? Are we going to do a birthday giveaway?
We can.
Do that again, because I look like you were hurting me. Oh, love you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Has anybody said happy birthday to you yet?
No.
Chris sang happy birthday under much duress.
Oh, you made him?
I asked him to sing happy birthday to me, and he sang it so fast. But he's not really a singer, but he didn't sound too bad.
Are we going to do a birthday giveaway?
Well, let's think about it for tomorrow.
Okay. Birthday/Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well.
Yeah. Lovely to chat to you, everybody.
Yeah.
And we will see you for part 2.
Bye.
Bye.